Guiwan, Eastern Philippines, Typhoon Yolanda strikes land. Wind speeds reach a record 195 miles per hour, gusting to more than 230, as the devastating storm rips across the central Philippines. In the eastern province of Leyte, the port of Tacloban is swamped by the storm surge. Thousands are feared dead. Two days on, Shell's head of security, Rey Peña, is sent to the devastated city.
There's a lot of bodies around along the road. It's difficult to see that people are hungry, looking for food.
Electricity supply to this city of 250,000 people is down. Food and fresh water are scarce. People urgently need fuel for transport and to power generators for water purification and cooking. Rey Peña's mission is to find a viable service station and get vital fuel flowing again.
This is the retail station on my left side. It's totally damaged.
Each station he visits has been virtually destroyed. Eventually, his search pays off.
This is the first site. I realized this is in good condition. I asked immediately the support from the police and the military to secure this site. Because as you all know, there's a lot of looting going on that day. He managed to power up his generator while we are securing this site.
After just 48 hours on the ground, Peña, with help from the military, gets the first station up and running. At Shell's Philippines HQ, Sebastian Quiñones informs the authorities.
We now have a retail station that is available. We're offering you free fuel as part of our contribution to the effort in recovery.
People are soon queuing at the pumps to take Shell up on their offer.
We initially said 10,000 liters because that's what the military requested. But then we already knew that that probably will be used up quite quickly.
Demand for fuel increases when Rey Peña opens a second station 8 days later.
I believe at the last count, it was over 50,000 liters of fuel that were coming out from the two retail stations.
But Shell is able to contribute more than free fuel. Puerto Princesa, in the western province of Palawan, is unaffected by the typhoon. Here, Mavi Trudor runs the Pilipinas Shell Foundation. It's the company's social arm in the Philippines.
I put together what requirements there are and figure out what Shell can provide.
Mavi's team identify a remote island in desperate need of relief.
There's no power. Up to now, there's no power. Communication is really, really difficult.
She needs a boat to transport the aid to Coron. Shell covers the cost of the boat. The race is on to load it.
We have 2.5 days because the boat is sailing first thing on Saturday. So everybody now is busy loading. Ano po laman ng isang bag? Isang pamilya na to? They pack 5 kilos of rice, some sardines, some other food stuff. It's good for one family for 3 or 4 days.
10 containers are loaded, bound for Coron. A 10-hour journey by sea. 85% of the town's homes and businesses were destroyed by Yolanda. In the wake of the killer storm, the Malampaya Foundation, which is partly funded by Shell, is directing relief at Coron's remote coastal villages.
Many of them lost their homes and their boats. their main source of livelihood, their crops. Our main intention is really to find those people and help them rebuild their lives and their means of livelihood.
The operation to deliver thousands of aid bags is logistically fraught, as the area is made up of nearly 60 tiny islands. Belina Makua takes charge of the aid handout.
Siguro we can assemble na po, pati yung mga tao. We can have our assembly here, yeah.
Some have walked across mountains barefoot to receive their aid bags. They've been without sufficient food for days.
Na mga bahay, mga bangka. Sabi ko, ano po kayang dapat gawin o paano ulit po kayo makabangon? Una-una po, nagpapasalamat po kami, ma'am, kasi kahit paano po may mga pagkain po na...
But it's more than food aid that the villagers need.
Marami po, mahigit po 1,000 ang populasyon po ng aking barangay. Halos 100% po ang nawalan po ng kabuhayan.
The community's fishing fleet has been decimated and most homes seriously damaged.
Ito pong mga bahay ang nasalanta po ng bagyong Yolanda.
The Malampaya Foundation provides a temporary solution to the lack of shelter.
Ay, anong talo nyo dyan?
Yun ka po.
Oh.
We selected the high quality tarpaulin so that in the event they are able to put up their permanent roofing, they can use these tarps for their boats.
Yeah. Tap medyo ipa-galo mo sa konti.
4 weeks on from the disaster, the death toll is over 5,500. More than 1,800 are missing. Over 5 million are still without shelter.
It's quite heartbreaking, to be honest. And I wish I could do things right there and then for them.
We're now working with groups who are building houses and communities to see where best we could build these new houses to allow the people to stand back up, to have dignity again.
Incredibly, the areas devastated by the worst typhoon on record are now showing their first faltering steps towards recovery.
Filipinos have a term called bayanihan, which is that together, when we can survive whatever crisis or situation that's there, as long as we work together.